Gentlemen, imagine for a moment that a simple movement's something you could do right now, without a pill, without any supplement, without a single piece of equipment, had the power to increase blood flow to the one area of your body most responsible for confidence, vitality, and satisfaction. Imagine that in just 30 seconds, you could send a direct signal to your body to relax, open up, and perform at its natural best. It may sound too good to be true, but in reality, your body is capable of extraordinary responses to very small, deliberate actions. The key lies not in external fixes or complex routines, but in understanding the natural systems that govern performance and circulation. For many men, especially those over 50, the issue of maintaining firmness and sexual performance is one that comes with frustration, embarrassment, or even a sense of defeat. The common solutions offered often feel overwhelming: long-term medications, invasive procedures, restrictive diets, or costly gadgets that promise more than they deliver. Yet underneath all of this complexity is a simple truth: your body already possesses the ability to improve blood flow on its own. It just needs to be reminded how. Through conscious, targeted movement and an understanding of your physiology, you can reawaken that function naturally. The entire process of achieving and maintaining an erection is a remarkable display of the body's coordination between the heart, the vascular system, and the nervous system. It is not magic or mystery, it is biology in motion. An erection occurs when arteries relax and expand, allowing blood to surge into the soft tissue, while veins tighten to keep that blood in place. This hydraulic event depends entirely on the condition of your blood vessels and the balance of your nervous system. When your cardiovascular system is strong, when your arteries are flexible and responsive, and when your nervous system is calm and well regulated, performance follows naturally. Unfortunately, the modern lifestyle does not make this easy. Long hours of sitting, limited movement, constant exposure to stress, and a lack of deep relaxation all contribute to poor circulation. When you sit for long periods, especially in front of a screen or behind the wheel, you place continuous pressure on the vessels and nerves in the pelvic region. Blood flow slows, tension builds, and the body adapts to this restricted state. Stress compounds the problem even further. When you are under emotional or mental strain, the body releases hormones that constrict blood vessels and direct circulation toward vital organs and large muscle groups needed for immediate survival. This fight-or-flight response is useful in emergencies but devastating for sexual health. It keeps the body in a state of tightness, preventing the free flow of blood to the areas that depend on relaxation. This is why the ability to override that stress response becomes so important. The goal is to retrain the body to return to its natural, balanced state where circulation flows freely and the vascular system operates smoothly. One of the most effective ways to achieve this is through a deliberate, 30-second practice that engages your largest muscle groups and stimulates the nerves that control the pelvic region. It's simple, but powerful. The sequence begins with a movement most people overlook: the basic squat. The act of squatting engages the thighs, hips, and glutes, the three largest muscle groups in the body. When these muscles activate, they draw an immense amount of blood from the heart, stimulating overall circulation. This sudden demand signals the body to widen the arteries, increase oxygen delivery, and awaken the lower body from stagnation. To perform this correctly, one only needs to stand with feet shoulder-width apart, bend the knees slowly, and lower the body as if about to sit in a chair. The key is control, keeping the back straight, the chest open, and breathing steady. Even holding this position for just a few seconds initiates a wave of muscular activation that helps redirect blood flow to the hips and pelvis. When this is immediately followed by a targeted pelvic contraction, often known as a Kegel exercise, the result is amplified. By tightening the muscles that control the flow of urine, those deep internal muscles of the pelvic floor, you create a focused contraction that sends a strong neurological signal to the surrounding blood vessels. This brief tightening, followed by complete relaxation, encourages those vessels to dilate, allowing fresh, oxygen-rich blood to reach the tissues responsible for arousal and performance. Together, the squat and the pelvic contraction form a natural two-step reset that can be done discreetly and without any equipment. It primes the body, wakes up the circulation, and counteracts the effects of prolonged sitting or stress. Performing this simple combination just a few times can bring noticeable results. Many men report a sense of warmth, tingling, or light pulsing in the lower body, a sign that blood flow has improved. Over time, This consistent practice strengthens not only the pelvic floor muscles, but also the coordination between the circulatory and nervous systems. The body begins to respond more efficiently to arousal cues because it has been conditioned to direct blood flow where it's needed without resistance. Beyond this primary method, there are other complementary techniques that can reinforce and sustain healthy circulation. One of the most effective and immediate is the controlled use of temperature. Cold exposure has long been used as a natural way to activate the circulatory system. Applying a brief burst of cold water to the lower body during a shower, for example, triggers the body's built-in defense mechanism. Initially, the blood vessels tighten to conserve heat, but once the cold is removed, they open rapidly to restore warmth. This rapid expansion, known as vasodilation, brings a rush of fresh blood throughout the area. It's a simple and natural way to stimulate the vascular system, improving responsiveness and overall tone. The practice requires no more than a few seconds, but delivers a physiological boost that can be felt immediately. Another method, equally accessible, involves releasing physical tension through touch. A short, focused massage of the upper inner thighs and groin can have a profound effect on circulation. This area contains a dense network of arteries, veins, and nerves that connect directly to the pelvic organs. Gentle, circular pressure with the thumbs or fingers for about half a minute on each side can help relax tight muscles and open those pathways. The result is not just improved blood flow, but also a calming effect on the nervous system. When done regularly, this simple massage becomes a way to reconnect the mind and body to restore a sense of control and ease that many men unknowingly lose through stress and sedentary habits. All these techniques, the squat and pelvic contraction, the brief cold water exposure, and the focused massage, work together to reprogram how your body responds to circulation demands. They strengthen the connection between movement and vascular function, and they teach the body to move out of the locked, tense state that modern life encourages. But while these tricks are powerful, they are not a substitute for medical awareness. Persistent difficulties with firmness or circulation are often signs of deeper issues such as high blood pressure, diabetes, hormonal imbalance, or cardiovascular disease. These conditions affect the delicate lining of the blood vessels, known as the endothelium, which plays a crucial role in regulating the expansion and contraction of arteries. When this lining becomes damaged, blood flow becomes restricted, and no amount of exercise or physical trick will completely fix the problem until the underlying cause is addressed. Therefore, regular checkups, proper blood tests, and honest conversations about symptoms are essential. What many men fail to realize is that erectile health is not separate from general health. It is often the earliest indicator of systemic vascular problems. Taking the time to understand your own circulation is an act of self-respect. It means recognizing that the body you depend on for strength, energy, and pleasure operates as one interconnected system. When the heart, the blood vessels, the muscles, and the mind are all aligned, performance follows naturally. It also means acknowledging that small daily habits, even something as simple as a few minutes of movement or deep breathing, can make a profound difference. This awareness extends beyond the physical. Mental and emotional balance play a significant role in circulation. Chronic anxiety and unresolved stress are among the most powerful constrictors of blood flow. When the brain remains in a constant state of alertness, the body continues to produce cortisol and adrenaline chemicals that tighten arteries and disrupt natural rhythms. Learning to calm the mind, whether through meditation, slow breathing, or relaxation exercises, directly affects how easily the body can open its blood vessels. Calmness and confidence are not abstract feelings. They are physiological states that directly support sexual function. Lifestyle choices magnify these effects. Regular physical activity, particularly movements that engage the lower body, can enhance circulation dramatically. Simple exercises such as walking, cycling, or yoga improve cardiovascular health and strengthen the muscles that support pelvic stability. Nutrition also plays a vital role. Diets rich in whole foods, lean proteins, antioxidants, and healthy fats contribute to flexible arteries and balanced hormone levels. On the other hand, excess sugar, alcohol, and processed foods lead to inflammation that damages blood vessels over time. Even hydration matters, as blood becomes thicker and more sluggish when the body lacks water. Sleep is another silent factor. During deep rest, the body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and restores nerve communication. Men who sleep poorly often experience reduced testosterone levels and weaker vascular responses. Prioritizing quality sleep may be one of the simplest yet most overlooked ways to enhance overall performance. In combining these insights, one begins to see a larger truth. The ability to achieve a firm and lasting erection is not a single function. It is the sum of many systems working together: muscular, vascular, neurological, and emotional. Each of these can be strengthened through awareness, discipline, and small daily actions. The 30-second reset is only the beginning, a physical reminder that your body responds powerfully to movement and focus. Every repetition reinforces that connection between mind and body, restoring balance where tension once ruled. Over time, these small, consistent actions do more than improve blood flow, they rebuild confidence. They remind you that control over your health and vitality doesn't come from external products or quick fixes, but from understanding how your own physiology works. It is the awareness of how tension, posture, and breath shape your body's ability to perform. It is the decision to take back ownership of your physical well-being, one deliberate movement at a time. The remarkable thing is that none of these methods require hours of effort or a major lifestyle overhaul. A few intentional minutes throughout the day can reset your body's circulation and change how you feel. The body has an incredible capacity for adaptation and renewal, and when given the right signals, it responds with strength, warmth, and energy. Ultimately, maintaining sexual health is about more than performance. It is about vitality, confidence, and quality of life. The same blood flow that supports firmness is the same circulation that nourishes your brain, fuels your muscles, and keeps your heart strong. Taking care of one is taking care of the other. What begins as a 30-second exercise becomes a symbol of something greater: the decision to stay engaged with your own body, to invest in health instead of hiding from it, and to approach aging not as decline but as evolution. In the end, the most powerful changes come not from dramatic interventions but from quiet, consistent actions that align your body with its natural rhythm. The next time you find yourself sitting too long or feeling tense, remember that you can shift that state in half a minute. Movement, focus, and breath are your tools. When used with intention, they awaken the strength that has always been there waiting to be rediscovered.